The ring of Athena drifted silently through space, a giant rotating wheel of steel and glass, its solar sails poised to catch the solar winds. For uncounted generations, the 1,000 families aboard had lived and died, knowing nothing except the confines of their ship. Their destination was the stuff of legend, a mere bedtime story told to children. No one alive today could remember Earth. Even the ship's databanks held little but outdated information on humanity's lost homeworld. But everyone knew the myths of a blue marble planet, green with life, orbiting an ordinary yellow star, of a cradle of civilization that one day looked to the stars and built great ships to sail the endless night. Their ship was one of those mythical vessels, flung into the void eons ago, when humanity was young and space travel still a novelty. Its course was set for 47 Ursae Majoris, one of the nearest stars to old Earth that was thought to have habitable worlds, an ark destined to seed a new branch of human civilization. That had been 50,000 years ago. Today, the Ring of Athena completed its epic voyage as it entered the 47 Ursae Majoris system. A ripple of excitement spread through the inhabitants. Were they the first to arrive? Had others come before and settled on one of the planets? What would they find after their long journey? Cassandra stood at an observation dome, looking out at the distant sun that was her people's final destination. She had been waiting for this moment her whole life, raised on stories of the promised land ahead. The young woman tried to imagine what 47 Ursae Majoris would look like up close, a bright point of light, as brilliant as the ship's own fusion reactor. Administrator, we will be decelerating soon to enter orbit around 47 Ursae Majoris, announced the ship's AI. Cassandra smiled, knowing the computer had activated to oversee this critical phase after 5 centuries of silence. Thank you, Alma. Let us proceed. Cassandra straightened her uniform, the mantle of leadership having passed down to her for this historic occasion. She brushed back her long blonde hair and took a deep breath. What would they find? The main view screen activated, displaying the system ahead. Cassandra gasped. 47 Ursae Majoris was still little more than a distant star, but space around it was filled with strange tendrils of purple and blue energy twisted and spun in the void. Entire swaths of space glowed with eerie internal light. Alma, what are we looking at? She asked hesitantly. Unknown, Administrator. Long-range scans detect spatial and gravitational anomalies within the system. I recommend caution on our approach. Cassandra nodded. Begin deceleration 1/4 thrust. Keep continuous scans ahead. The excitement she had felt curdled into apprehension. What could have happened here since the ship was launched? As they slowed to navigate the anomalies, details resolved ahead of them. Cassandra's eyes widened in disbelief. Instead of planets, 47 Ursae Majoris was encircled by vast artificial constructs, shimmering bands and grids of alien design, pulsating with cosmic energies. A constructed Dyson sphere enclosed the star, tapping its power for these unfathomable machines. Administrator, I am detecting no signs of human civilization or settlements in the system, Alma reported. Cassandra slowly sank into a chair. My God, what is this? Where is the world we were promised? Unknown. Extensive artificial construction and energy manipulation surround 47 Ursae Majoris. Signs point to a single builder species of great technological sophistication. However, there are no detectable communications, ships, or settlements. Cassandra's mind reeled. What had happened to the planets? Clearly some alien race had come and built these megastructures around the star, but where were they? As the Ring of Athena drew closer, details resolved of pylons the size of planets, vast nets that could have enclosed worlds, etching abstract patterns across the system. Yet all was dark and silent, devoid of any activity. Cassandra searched desperately for signs of life, any clue to unravel this mystery. Their ship passed through shimmering veils of purple energy, the megastructures looming around them. Even at this scale, it was impossible to grasp the entire constructs. "Have we been able to interface with any of the alien computers?" she asked. Alma responded negative. "I detect no signals or networks. The technology appears inactive." Cassandra shook her head in disbelief. "An entire star system-sized mechanism dead? Can we find any readings that might explain this?" The ship continued its tour of the ghostly machines, scanning and probing. After several hours, Alma delivered her report. "Based on radiation traces within the structures, I hypothesize an energetic cosmic event fused portions of the megastructures approximately 50,000 years ago. This is likely when the builders perished." Cassandra's eyes went wide. 50,000 years. The same time their ship had departed Earth. "You believe some sort of cosmic disaster wiped out the aliens and deactivated their technology at precisely the time our ancestors launched the Ring of Athena." "It appears so, Administrator. The architectural style and material composition implies the structures are contemporaneous with early human civilization. We seem to have narrowly missed each other." Cassandra gazed out the view screen at an artificial lattice wrapped around a gas giant. Now just an inert scaffolding. What transcendent purpose had it served before fate had intervened? What unknowable minds had imagined and built systems at this scale, only to vanish into oblivion? Humans had envisioned their nascent space exploration continuing unhindered while the Ring of Athena completed its long trek. Instead, disaster had occurred, with no survivors remaining in the 47 Ursae Majoris ruins to tell what had transpired. Only the derelict relics offered mute testimony. In the end, chance had spared Earth and humankind, allowing them to survive and progress in their absence. But here, nothing endured except dead machines, tombs to a lost civilization. Cassandra bowed her head in silence for the unknown builders. Perhaps humans were not so different. Still a young race, taking those first fragile steps into the universe. They too might vanish tomorrow, their endeavors turning as cold and silent as the alien constructs all around them. She lifted her gaze with new understanding. "Alma, scan the system for resources we can use to replenish our ship. Our journey is not yet over. We must find humanity's true new home among the stars and tell them our discovery. The Ring of Athena's mission still continues." The administrator rose, resolute. Their destination was out there somewhere, and though they now appreciated the universe's uncaring vastness, the families aboard remained humanity's hope. Their species would go on, heirs to both its wonders and its warnings. Cassandra gave the order, sending the ship in search of new possibilities. The Ring of Athena sailed deeper into the galaxy, leaving behind the chilling graveyard of lost civilizations. But in its heart, it carried the unquenched spirit humanity, ever dreaming of distant shores.